Hey, what up? It's Side 1822. I was watching, Impact Wrestling on Thursday. So Eric Young defeated Magnus to become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. So when that happened, you had a lot of people on Twitter like, what? Eric Young became the TNA World Champion? Everybody was laughing at that victory, for Eric Young. Now, I like Eric Young, but he shouldn't be TNA World Champion. Now, TNA, TNA, they just can't get things together. I've been a fan of TNA for a long time, still a TNA fan. But after all these years, TNA, they just can't seem to get things right. Now, TNA, at first was the alternate product from WWE, the X Division. That was TNA built on first. They got noticed. So I got into TNA. I liked it. Very different from WWE. Had the six-sided ring that's going now. TNA had, a great tag team division years ago. The Knockout division was really good. It was so much better than the Divas division. So TNA had their own identity. Now they don't. It's like when I watch TNA, what is TNA wrestling? I just don't know what it is. Now, there's some things I like in TNA. I like MVP controlling the show, EC3, Rockstar Spud, the Wolves there. So some things I am enjoying in TNA. But when I watch TNA every Thursday, man, I don't look forward to watching Impact. I just don't get into it no more. Okay, Impact on tonight. I'm gonna watch it. The reason why I still watch it because I like to keep up with the show. I don't like to lose what's going on in wrestling. That's the reason why I continue to watch TNA. Now TNA have been in for 11 years now, I think, and they still can't, you know, do the little things what we want to see from them. It's these little things they just cannot get correct, and it turns a lot of fans off, and they're not messing with TNA. Now, you look at TNA right now, TNA, they are great overseas. Now, over here in America, now, when I be on Twitter, right, and I be, looking at the house show pictures, it'd be like 200 people. I'll be like, wow, this is TNA wrestling. It's 2014. You expect TNA today to at least, be able to at least crowd up a house show in 2014. But TNA promoting is so bad, and people been saying this for years. I mean, I remember like 6, 7 years ago. Oh, no, was it six? Yeah, I'm saying it probably was six. Time flies by so fast. Yeah, it was 6, 7 years ago. You had people in here saying what I'm saying. TNA, they gotta, find a way to draw ratings. They gotta find a way to make their company bigger. They gotta find a way to do this and do this. And it was 2014, and TNA still in the same spot. Now, yes, they did, got, a little bit famous after all the years because the reason why they still get a million viewers every single week on Spike TV. So they still had that fan base, but long time ago, they were able to keep a 1.2. Now they can't. It's just 0.9, 1.1.1, 1.2 sometimes, but they just cannot keep a consistent number because when I watch Impact, I'm like, oh man, I got to tune in next week to watch that episode Impact. Tanner not doing that right now when they want you to tune into each show. It's just, hey, we're gonna put the show on and enjoy it. But I'm not really enjoying it. At certain times, I just turn to a basketball game, I turn back Impact. Impact don't keep my eyes glued to the TV set. And it's going on for other fans. Um, I'll always, continue to support the product of TNA. But man, I just wish this company just find a way to keep growing and growing and growing. But for some reason, they just cannot find a way. I know Dixie Carter needs somebody else to invest their money. The company help them out. They need a lot of help. TNA went on the road. That didn't work. They back in Orlando, Florida. I mean, it's just so much things that's going on in TNA, man, that I wish they could just get better at. But for some reason, TNA regress and regress and regress all over all these years. A lot of people saying, how are TNA still in business? They have money. The reason why they're still in business. I don't want TNA out of business. I don't understand why a lot of wrestling fans today root for a company to go out of business anyway. It makes no sense to me. But this company, man, they just have no direction right now. They have no identity. I remember at first when TNA had identity. This is TNA wrestling. We are wrestling. Yeah, the exhibition, like I mentioned already. They had the identity. Now I did watch this thing with Jerry Borash. He talked to an ex WWE guy, and this guy for TNA, he had created. And he did mention they will bring back the six-sided ring, but TNA had that. They had their own identity. You had guys like Samoa Joe and X Division. You ain't see that in WWE. They separate themselves from WWE. Now, right now, if I was telling somebody about TNA, I don't know what to sell them on to say, you know what, give this product a chance because if you like what's going on in WWE, this is an alternate product right here. Right now, I can't tell no fan today why should they watch TNA. If it was 5 years ago, I'd be like the Knockouts division, the X division, Tag Team division, a faster paced style of wrestling, not slow like WWE. That's years ago. Right now, I can't give nobody any details why they should watch TNA. TNA just a wrestling company that just come on every Thursday. That's all to me. It's not an alternative product like it used to be. And TNA need to get back to that where you say, okay, yeah, this feels so much different from WWE. Now when I watch TNA, it's just like, hey, just like a poor version of WWE to me. That's how I feel when I watch TNA. It's not an alternate product, and that's what I miss so much about TNA. The reason why I fell in love with TNA because I saw different stuff. Like I saw LAX, I'm like, oh yo, I've never seen this in WWE. It was so different. Now they not different, and they all this problem with their budget cuts, can't sign certain people, hearing certain TNA wrestling checks not coming on time. You hear all this bad stuff online about TNA, and it's going on and going on and going on. Certain guys leaving. I hear rumors that Chris Sabin leaving, Austin Aries, Daniel Kazarian leaving, and these talented people, but TNA can't keep them because the business is not doing that well, man. It's just a shame what's going on with TNA because I want this company to grow. I don't want to just watch WWE and that's it. You know, ROH outsells TNA when it comes to these buildings. And TNA, have a deal that when you can see their show in all the households. I don't always have a deal with a TV deal, but you can't see them in, on all types of, cable providers. I don't get RH. I get TNA, Spike TV. And TNA lucky that they are with Spike TV because Spike TV, they don't really get a lot of ratings like that. Luckily, TNA is not with TNT and TBS. They're with them, they've been got canceled by now. So they are fortunate to be on Spike TV, but TNA, it feels like a chore to watch this show. I know people on Twitter that we watching TNA every single Thursday, but they're only like, man, I'm just getting tired of the product. There's nothing going on. There's really nothing exciting. You just watching it, man. And it's crazy that just going on with TNA, and a lot of people want this company to go down, and they root for TNA to go down, man. But TNA, they shoot themselves in the foot, man. That's the huge problem right there. Dixie Carter, she gotta find a way to get this company off the ground, man, because TNA been there for a long time now, and they just cannot grow, man, and they can't get up in the rate. It's the same old thing. So TNA, man, I hope y'all just find a way to grow this company, man. After watching Eric Young win the championship, I'm like, come on. I know Eric Young been in the company for a long time, but just don't give him the championship because he's been there a long time. That's another problem with Eric Young being a champion. Now, if this was World Elite Eric Young, oh, I would have had him as a champion. But just give him the championship because he's been there long enough just to do it. I wasn't a fan of that right there, Eric Young being a champion. But TNA Wrestling, I will still support the company. I will still watch it on Spike TV every single Thursday. But hopefully, TNA could just change themselves because right now, TNA Wrestling has no identity at all. It's not the alternative product it used to be from WWE. So that's what I'm saying in this video. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I am out. Peace.